Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Hey. Hi. Hi, good morning. Hello. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Oh, let me do the, I gotta do the support the stream. powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly. So that way you guys can give me money. There we go. I wish I had like a bot to just type that in the chat every like 5 seconds. I think you can actually do that on YouTube. You can set up like a little bot to do that. I need to look into it. I got a lot of stuff to do. Good to see you guys, though. just having my coffee. I figured I'd have my coffee with you guys. Maybe we'll do a little gaming. I was thinking, I don't know what we'll play today. Maybe some like Marvel Rivals or something. Something kind of chill. I need something that's not like total trash like yesterday with the Avowed stream, but it'll still be good content. I think maybe that would be a good game to play, right? So, but yeah, be sure to like the stream, of course, as well, and retweet it. Text your parents to watch. They'll definitely want to see this one for sure. And your family, your friends, your husbands and wives, probably just your wives. There's no women that watch this, I hope. But hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day alone. I hope you did some cool stuff for yourself. You know, you didn't have some nagging ass woman telling you to buy her flowers and shit. You know what I mean? I know I didn't. You know what I'd spent my Valentine's Day doing? Playing my new motherfucking PS2. It was awesome. How's the stream quality, by the way? Is it better? I totally like upped the bit rate and the resolution and stuff on it, so hopefully it'll look a little bit better. I really bumped the quality up, so I think I'm gonna be streaming on here a lot more for sure. I want to try to do like maybe a daily stream and a daily video. A lot of work, but I think that'll be good. I'm here to like the stream and go to sleep. God bless. Hey, God bless you too, buddy. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate the like, man. Did you get a fat PS2 or a slim? I just got a fat one, and it's yeah. Mine also is in like nearly mint condition, which was pretty good. I'm doing a video about it, but it's gonna take a while. I had to order some more stuff for what I want to do, but I'm gonna do a video about it. I filmed like a little unboxing yesterday. I don't know what the video I'm gonna do today is gonna be. I may not do a video today, to be honest with you. I may just take a break because I've been going pretty hard. I may take the weekend off for the videos. Nah, we'll do one. We'll do something. I don't know. I'll come up with something to do. Maybe I'll do a game review or something. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do a PS2 video. Dude, I got this thing for 80 bucks off of eBay, and I needed a little cleaning up. Like, you could tell it's been sitting in somebody's closet for 10 years and hasn't been touched at all. And the controller that came with it is in pretty good shape. It's got like a crack in the bottom of it, so the shell of the controller's not in the best shape, and the left trigger kind of sticks a little bit, so I need to take it apart and fix that. But yeah, I plan on modding it. I got one with an Ethernet port, the official Sony Ethernet on there right now, which is cool, but that one can only read IDE hard drive, so I've already got the part ordered to get the SATA hard drive installed into this one. So when I get it, I'm gonna do a big video, sort of like going through the process of what you need to get everything cooking for your PS2. So I think that'll be a good video. I think that'll be a good video to do, like a little PS2 tutorial on how to set up a PS2 perfectly. And I'll do one. I mean, for the Slim line, it's really not hard at all. But so I've got a Slim. It's literally just, you know, get a free McBoot card, you know. So, but yeah, that's gonna be a cool video coming up. I just gotta wait for my stuff to come in the mail, and then we'll get that one up. But yeah, I'm excited. This thing was dope. It came with 2 memory cards, and I'm like a bit of a pervert, I guess, in this way. I like to look whenever I buy like a used console or something. I like to look and see what like the person who owned it previously was like playing. You know what I mean? I remember I bought this PS3 from a pawn shop, and I took it home, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna wipe it yet. Like, I want to see what was bro doing on it. And it came with in the drive was a copy of MLB The Show, which was kind of cool, I guess. That I'll never play. But what was really funny about it is, like, I opened it up, and like the guys like username on the PSN or whatever was like Thug Nasty, and then he had like 4 profiles, and it was like Miss Thug Nasty, and then like there was another one that was like Throw It Back 2000. You know what I mean? It was like it was so funny. So yeah, I don't know. It's really, and he had like music ripped to it too. There was like I don't. It was like I thought it was like gonna be like there was some hip hop on there for sure, but there's also like some like early 2000s like new metal stuff on there. There's like some Megadeth on there and some like Five Finger Death Punch. I was like, okay, this guy is very versatile. I didn't expect that. All right, so that was cool. But yeah, when I bought this PS2, I checked the memory cards out because this thing is in like really good shape, and the only thing that was on there was like Madden 07 and NBA Live 07. Like that was all that was on both memory cards. So I was like, okay, this guy barely played this thing. And sure enough, man, I mean, I booted it up. I had some discs, like old discs that were pretty banged up, and I popped them in and they played perfect, man. So I'm talking like launch copies of Onimusha that I haven't been able to play in years, you know. Popped it right in, it worked perfect. So I'm pretty happy with it. Slim PS2 modding is a waste of time. Just sell the Slim and buy a fat PS2 and a PS4 controller converter for the PS2. I need to get one of those converters, the Wingmans or whatever. I do need to get one of those. But no, the Slim's fine. I mean, because all you need is a free McBoot card to mod it. You know what I mean? And it's perfect. That's what I was rocking for a long time, was just a Slim PS2, and it was great, man. So just ran everything off of my PC from an external hard drive. So yeah, I'm not upset about that at all. I think the Slim's a fine. If all you can find is a Slim, like, yeah, get a Slim. But I need some more coffee. I'm out of coffee already. Jeez, I mean, I'm gonna need. Let me grab in a little bit more coffee. And of course, I don't have the power chat on here. I need to add that to this scene real quick. Power chat alerts and source, just to be safe. I doubt anybody's gonna donate this morning, but that's fine, dude. That's all right. But you should support the stream. Pay your boy. You know. But yeah, let me grab a cup of coffee real quick. We're back. Sorry about that. Came in here with a half a cup of coffee like an idiot. So honestly, I've been playing a bunch of games on my Steam Deck, and it's nice to play all the old games on the go. Yeah, I need to set up my Steam Deck for emulation, but I'm lazy. I don't know. I'm not that big on the Steam Deck, to be honest with you. Like, I think you should probably get one if you like handhelds. I'm not that big of a handheld guy. And if I am, I want something that's like small and portable. And I just feel like the Steam Deck is like, I don't know, uncomfortable for me. I'm not a big fan of it personally. I do like it, but you know, it's not my favorite. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just got a Vita, and I plan on doing a video about the Vita. I haven't gotten in the mail yet, though. I'm waiting. I had to get I got a Japanese one, but I think they're region-free, so it doesn't really matter. And even if it's not region-free, you can just mod it anyways and make it region-free. So I got the Vita coming in, which is pretty cool. Beardson, you're looking for the Retroid Pocket 5. I've looked at those Retro Pockets, and they do look pretty tight, admittedly, but they're kind of pricey. and I'm not quite making big YouTube bucks yet. So how much are those things? They're like 150 bucks or something like that, right? Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. So $219 actually. They're $219. Yeah, they look tight though. Like they look really cool and like super comfy. I honestly wouldn't mind one of those. But yeah, we're not quite there yet on the on the YouTube money. I'm not even getting paid on YouTube yet. So the only way I can get money from this is through PowerChat. So PowerChat to your generous donations. So although I will say, man, I don't know what happened. The Twitter money did hit yesterday, and that was pretty nice. Like I'm not gonna say how much it was, but it was a lot more than the last payout. My last payout was like $600, which was pretty good still. Like I mean, it feels gay to complain about like getting money for doing something that I would have already been doing anyways. But I thought, well, dude, I was the most viral man on the internet for 2 weeks. I feel like I deserve a little bit more than that, especially when I'm seeing people getting like $10,000, you know, and $30,000. I was like, okay, it's $600. It's like a little low, but yeah, I don't know. It definitely was a lot better this time around. It wasn't no 10K or anything like that, but it was pretty good. Way better. Way better. Hey!
Parent Groip sent $10. Beardson, we love you and thank you for your service on the TL.
Thank you, man. Turn down the music just a hair. There we go. That seems like it's probably better. Thank you, man. Thank you, No Paying Rent, Groiper. Appreciate it. If you're here from X and Beardson made you laugh, you should send him some super chats. That's so true, Metal Messiah. That's so true. That's so true. You're so real for that. Thank you, man. Thank you for the big shout out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to raise some money this morning because I want to go do some retro game hunting and hopefully get like. I thought maybe maybe for the video today I would just like film myself going out and doing some retro game hunting, just to kind of show some of the hidden gems you can get for like next to nothing. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll do something like that. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta be careful because like I got people like harassing the shit out of me, so I don't want to like dox anything public. You know what I mean? But go out and get some cheap games for the PS2 though. Please get a screen protector for the Vita. I scratched the back of my first one and it basically bricked the Vita. Damn, really? Yeah, I'll have to do that for sure. For sure. Good tip, honestly. I'm big on screen protectors for sure. That's actually a good idea. I need to get one. But yeah, I was thinking maybe the video today could be something like that. Like I just go out and buy a couple like cheap PS2 games and do like quick reviews on them or something just to show how awesome retro gaming is. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come up with something. You know, inspirational strike. Or maybe I just won't do a video today and I'll just count this as sort of the video. I don't know. Whatever. But I want to get a Discord server up and running today too. That's another thing I want to work on today. Is I think a Discord server would be cool because hey!
Metal Messiah sent $5, putting my money where my mouth is.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Metal Messiah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the 5, man. Thank you, dude. Means a lot, man. I appreciate the support, truly. Thank you so much, buddy. Big shout outs, big 07s. But yeah, be like Metal Messiah. Be like no. What was it? No. Why is it not popping up over here? No pay rent. Groiper. Doesn't pay rent, Groiper. There we go. Be like those guys. Support the stream. powerchat.live /BeardsonBeardly if you like the content. What game will you play today? I might do. I don't know. I might do some Marvel Rivals or something. Because I've already got my Xbox hooked up, and there's really not much else on my Xbox I want to play, to be honest with you. So we might do that. We might do that. So that could be pretty cool. Play Skyrim if you have it. I do, but I don't really feel like playing Skyrim. I'm kind of burnt out on that. Avowed really killed my love of those kinds of games. Playing the new Monster Hunter beta right now. I wish I could get into Monster Hunter, dude. Honestly, that new one does look awesome. It looks like a cool ass game. But I don't know what it is, man. Maybe I'll end up getting it and trying it and streaming it. But I tried Monster Hunter Worlds. I played through Rise and it was like fine. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not using the right weapons or something, but it just seems like every time I use, like, I don't know, I try to play that game, it's like, it just feels very clunky to me. You know what I mean? And I can't get behind, like, the monsters running away and all that stuff. So, it's just kind of annoying to me. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been dying to play new action adventure fantasy. I scrolled the PS5 store and there's nothing that I haven't already played. Yeah, I mean, that's welcome to the club. So is Avowed shit? It's hard to find reviews to feel honest. Yeah, it's awful. I've got a full review on the channel here if you want to go check that out. I just put up yesterday. And I kind of just went into it for about 20 minutes. I try to keep it pretty brief, but it's not good. Yeah, it's pretty dog shit. I didn't like it at all. Like, I already uninstalled the game. So, it sucks. It really does. It's just not even a good RPG, you know? And I'm not saying that because it's like woke or anything like that. I'm saying from just a baseline gameplay mechanic, it's just dog shit. So, I would heavily avoid that game if I were you. It really sucks. So, but check out my video. Check out my video on the channel. Subtle plug, but it's actually a pretty. I think I did a pretty good job of breaking it down. So, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is today. I just kind of wanted to hang out. I mean, I'm trying to bump my watch time on the channel too, of course, because I'm not monetized yet, but I'm close. I think as of today, I'm at like 2.8k watch hours, which is pretty good, and I need 4k to be able to run ads, and I need 3k to get super chats and stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Honestly, the growth. We just crossed 7,000 subs, by the way, on the channel, so that's awesome. 7,000. Very cool, man. Didn't expect that at all. I'm very thrilled with that. Very happy so far. For 1 week, like, that's pretty huge. I feel pretty good. 35,000 views on the channel. I'm feeling good, man. I feel like this could be something I want to do. Because honestly, I don't know. It'd be nice. It would be nice to be able to do this. I'd much like, what I'd like to do, honestly, is do the YouTube full time and make that my primary source of income, and then because I just feel like it's like more creative and it's like a bigger challenge, but it's more fun to do, and then just do kind of streaming on the side for fun, because streaming's just so inconsistent, you know. Like yesterday we had a good stream, you know, we ended up making some pretty good money. Ended up making, I mean, you know, a pretty decent chunk. And then some days you know, you get on here and it's nothing, nobody watches, nobody cares, and it's just hard to. It's a lot harder. It's just, I mean, streaming's just a lot harder, and I'm just getting old too. Do you have Twitch? No, I'm banned on Twitch. Actually, I put in an appeal. I wonder if I'm still banned. Let's let's see if they've gotten to my my appeal yet. They banned me a long time ago, and I hadn't even been streaming on the platform. They got me for, yeah, it's still pending, but I doubt that I'm gonna get through. But they banned me. I hadn't streamed on the platform in 3 years, and they just banned me for, I don't know, off-platform behavior. Just stream with cam on and booty shorts and a mirror behind you, instant success. I'm getting too old for it, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm not as quick-witted as I used to be. I'm getting older, so I need to start, like, videos. It's like a much easier for me to just like channel 20 minutes worth of like really good Beardson energy into a video and instead of trying to do it for like 4 hours a day, you know what I mean? I mean, I'll still stream too. Like, I still like streaming, but I think, I don't know. I feel like I just have more freedom, and that's really what I want. So it'd be really cool to be able to make YouTube the biggest thing. Rumble is the way to go for streaming if the money was there, the free speeches at least. Yeah, but the problem is, like, I don't know, Rumble, I like Rumble, like, I don't want to talk trash about Rumble, but the audience just isn't there, unfortunately, you know? Because I've been streaming on Kick for a while, and I've gotten away with a lot on Kick, thankfully. But the problem is that with Kick, there's just, it's hard to grow. And same with Rumble, you know? Rumble is like the Dan Bongino audience, and that's not really who I'm looking for, you know? I want gamers and people that are like-minded like me, and there's just not a whole lot of people on Kick or Rumble that are really like that. And Kick, I mean, Kick, you're not going to be able to get anywhere if you're not like a big booty Latina, you know, oiling up your tits every stream. You know what I mean? And I can't do that. I don't have tits. I mean, it's been proven. Like the I couldn't even get verified on there. Like I meet all of the requirements to be in their Kick creator program to get paid. I meet all the requirements, the sub requirements, the watch time, the viewership, the followers, everything. I meet all the requirements, but I can't get approved for it for some reason. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like YouTube's probably the best play in the long run. And I want to make videos too, you know. So I don't know. We'll see though. I'm not giving up on Kick or whatever. And obviously I'm still on Cozy as well. We love Cozy, but I feel like, I don't know. This is this whole thing, this whole saga for the past few weeks, me blowing up and everything. It's like, I guess a month. I guess it's been like a month now, right? This whole thing, for me, I feel like it's sort of a new opportunity, and I just want to make the most of it, you know? And if I don't, I don't. If I fall on my face and fail, like, whatever, it's fine. But at least I want to give it a shot. Try to reach new people, try to make a new kind of content, reinvent myself a little bit, and do something that I really enjoy. Because, I mean, I don't know. I've been streaming for like 5 years full time. You know what I mean? You get a little burnt out of it. So it'd be nice to do videos. I'm like really passionate about it. I really like doing the video stuff. Like I've been like working nonstop on stuff for you guys, and it's been fun. Like editing and filming and coming up with concepts and ideas, you know. So it's been fun, man. Goodbye, racist past. Hello, wholesome chungus video essayist future. Nah, I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm always gonna be me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna compromise. But you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with growing up a little bit and toning things down to reach a wider audience and then to make them racist. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I love games. I wanna do something that's like part of my passion. And obviously the channel's not gonna be just gaming, I think. I think gaming's the big focus right now. But I'd love to be able to just branch out and do like movies and stuff too, because you guys know I love movies. And so it'd be cool to do like movies, and hell, I can even shoot like short films and put them up here and stuff too. You know, I think YouTube just gives me a lot more freedom, and especially this sort of this direction is good for me. So yeah. Do you like any of the From Software games? I've played them all. Yeah. I've played them all, dude. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I've been playing them since day one. I was literally in line waiting for Demon Souls for the PS3 to come out. I got the limited edition copy of that game. I've been on the Demon Souls, Dark Souls train from like before anybody else. Not to brag or anything, but you know, it's just true. So yeah, I've played all of them. I've even gone back and played through like the Kingsfield games, played through some of those, and like Shadow Tower and Echo Knight. Those games are, I'm a big From Software guy for sure. What's some underrated PS2 games? I don't want to, I mean, you know, there's some, I don't know, I kind of want to save that for a video, to be honest with you. I kind of want to save it for a video. I'll tell you one, though. I fired up 007 Agent Under Fire last night because I've been watching James Bond movies. I've never watched them before. And so I've been watching some of the Roger Moore James Bond. I just watched Live and Let Die, which is like a crazy movie. And that's an insane movie, by the way. Like, it's like James Bond versus like voodoo witch doctors. Like, it's crazy, but it's awesome. But so I fired up 007 Agent Under Fire on the PS2, and that game is fucking awesome. That game is so good. I want to go to, honestly, part of the I think the video today, I'm gonna go pick up the Nightfire and From Russia with Love and try those out on video. Give it like a brief review because they're both pretty cheap. All the old 007 games are like really good from that era. That whole era of 007 games, like there really wasn't a bad one, I think. So I feel like not a whole lot of people talk about those too much. So I'm gonna pick up the other two of those that I don't have, I think, today. Pick up some other little gems that I'm missing too. So PsyOps is obviously one that's really fond in my heart. I love that game. It's also a pretty cheap game. You can usually find it like $10, $15. That game's awesome though. It's the Force Unleashed before the Force Unleashed existed, basically. It's like you have psychic powers, and I love anything with like ragdoll physics, you know? Anything with like ragdoll physics or anything like that. It's, you know, it's awesome. So I'm into that. But Everything or Nothing was Kino too. I didn't play that one. Yeah, maybe that's be one I have to pick up. I really just want to hear you roast Elon's new baby mama and the degeneracy that has infiltrated the right. It's crazy. That whole situation's nuts. Yeah, we got to talk about that for sure. We definitely got to. What like, you know what's crazy about this, like, this whole situation? I mean, I don't know. Dude, I don't even know how hard I can go on YouTube. I don't know what's allowed and what isn't allowed on here. But it's nuts. I thought it was like a prank at first, you know? Beardson, why don't you do streams with webcam like on other platforms? I mean, I probably will. I just don't have it really set up for YouTube, and I'm just kind of lazy. And also, I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice not to be on cam. And I don't think anybody cares. Like, I'm not a sexy girl, so who cares, really? You know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of nice to be off cam and kind of chill, let my balls hang a little bit. But isn't it nuts how conservative women all the time will sort of champion these sort of traditional values and ideas, but they never, ever, ever. This is, I mean, you know, people get mad at me for saying this, but I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Like, women, you just cannot trust like conservative women at all, like any of them, because at the end of the day, and I'm not even trying to say this to be like mean or rude, but like, let's be honest, at the end of the day, what they are going to do is always pursue their own interests above the good of like the party or the country or the culture. This happens every time, and they're just sort of chameleons who try to blend in. You know, they don't really have any sort of real deep-seated convictions or ideology. They just are sort of formed and shaped by the men in their lives that are around them, you know? And it's the same with somebody like Ashley St. Clair. Women will go wherever they think that they'll have the most success in getting attention, you know? They will. They will go wherever they think they will get the most attention and success, and that's clearly why a lot of women. Because, dude, like, let's be honest here, okay? Let's be a little self-aware here, and let's be honest. Politics is the place where people who want to get famous but have no talent go. That's just the truth. Like 90% of all of these people in conservative politics are talentless mediocrities. And the only reason that they've gotten into politics is because that's the only place that they can get fame, you know? And I'm not saying, obviously I'm a conservative, so like I'm not saying that to be a dick, but that's just the truth. It's a bunch of nerds. You ever seen like any of these meetups or gatherings where like they all hang out together? I mean, they are a bunch of nerds, and I've been there. And if you look at people like Steven Crowder or Michael Knowles, for instance, and plenty of other people too, they've tried to break into Hollywood and they failed, so then they retreated back to politics, and that's how they made a name for themselves. It's all these people. Same thing with like Jeremy Boring, all the Daily Wire people. It seems like they're like ex-Hollywood people, you know? They tried to make it big, they failed. A lot of failed comedians. There's a lot of failed comedians in in conservative politics, you know? So, and that's going back to the Ashley St. Clair thing. It's the easiest barrier of entry for fame for these people, you know, including a lot of like e-girls and women, you know. It's just true. And this isn't the first time that something like this has happened either. I mean, conservative women are notorious for being probably the biggest whores on the planet. I'm not saying it to, like, you know what I mean? They're being, you know, they sleep around. Lauren Southern, for instance, famous example, slept with damn near half the far right. And I won't name all the names, but you know what I mean? She slept with everybody. Destiny, she slept with. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna name names. I never seen the names, but you know, there was a bunch. There was a bunch of like big conservative. Paul Joseph Watson, and you know, her and I were in talks back in the day, but I was not available. So, you know. But at the end of the day, this is what conservative women do. And it's the same with Ashley St. Clair. You can look at her. She used to like sell nudes and stuff, right? Or the old sex laptop scandal or whatever. And she's definitely slutted around. I've seen it. I've literally seen it with my own eyes. Because this was during maybe AFPAC 1. The big hangout in Washington, D.C. was this bar called Harry's. I think it's closed down. It's no longer around, unfortunately. Cool bar, though. Super cool bar. And I met her there. And, of course, she's there with all of the conservative influencers. She's got some guy with her. You know, it's just how it works. These women just sort of sleep around until they can, like, land the biggest fish. And that's what happened with Ashley St. Clair. She clearly... And for the record, I don't think that her and Elon have any sort of like relationship, really. I think this was a case because I think Elon is the kind of guy that he pays these women to have his child. Because even when him and Grimes broke up, they ended up having a kid way after they broke up, you know? I think it was probably a case of Elon being like, "Hey, I'll give you $1 million to have my child." He just wants to have the kids, you know? He doesn't really care about any of that. He just wants to have as many kids as possible, which, you know, whatever. It's kind of sad. It's honestly kind of sad because like a lot of these kids are just gonna grow up with no real father in their lives, you know. Because he's got like what 3 or 4 baby mamas now. So I think it was a case of like Ashley St. Clair took the money. She was paid probably a couple mil. and be like, hey, I'll set you up for life. Here's a couple mil, have my kid, and boom, she got pregnant. Which just kind of goes to show that she has no real morals or values, and she's willing to degrade herself in such a way for money, you know? Because that's conservative women, though. That's in the nutshell. And she sort of she landed on the jack. I mean, say what you will, she won. You know, she'll never have to work a day in her life if she doesn't want to now, because she has Elon Musk's child. So it's like, it's kind of, I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard to even talk too much shit about it, but it's also just like very low class and immoral. So, like, what do you even do there? You know what I mean? It's gross, and this is just the problem with conservative women in a nutshell. And they'll do this with anybody. Look at that Ada Lutch girl that friend zoned Ian Miles Chong. She married that one guy just to get a green card. You know, like, this is what women will do. Like, isn't it? It sucks. But this is just the world that we live in, where all a woman has to do is suck the right dick, and she'll never have to do anything else for the rest of her life. You know? That's just the world that we live in. All a woman has to do is find the right dick to suck, and she's made forever. So wait, with this logic, you're upset that conservative women don't see you as a big fish, sleep with only big fish, but liberal women will sleep with small fish? No. What? I don't want to sleep with anybody. I have not any desire to sleep with anybody, dude. And also, like, I mean, liberal women do the same thing. Look at all the Destiny stuff, for instance. What I'm saying is that conservative women try to posture themselves as being different from liberal women, but they act and behave exactly the same. There's no differentiation. You know, the only difference is that they put on this sort of act in this front that they're very conservative and they're very traditional, but they don't actually care about any of those morals or values at the end of the day. It's just all a front. Again, look at the Destiny. You know, he was sleeping with all these like mid-tier Twitch stream e-girls or whatever, and clearly, like, they weren't like into him as a person. He's like gross, you know, like, I'm better looking than him, you know. And they were out there sucking his dick because they thought that he would make them famous and, you know, help them network and help them advance their Twitch careers, you know. It's the same, like, what, like, seriously, like, what's the difference in a woman sleeping with Destiny versus Elon Musk? You know, more money, I guess, right? But that's really about it. At the end of the day, it's not because they're attracted to them or because they find them sexy or hot or they have like a genuine connection with them. They just are doing it for their own personal advancement at the end of the day. And this is just Con Inc. in a nutshell, you know? There's no difference. It's all a farce, and we just have to stop. Like, here's the thing. I wouldn't even be that mad if they were just more honest about it. But it's this sort of lie. Like, I just want to have babies. I just want to get married and have kids. It's like you wouldn't do like you don't care about that. Ashley St. Clair, like, there's people like going through her tweets, and she's like, I just want to live on a farm and have 2 kids and a husband and blah blah blah. It's like, well, now you're a single mom. You know, like, you sold out that dream for probably a couple mil, you know, for financial security, basically. You were offered financial security, and you don't really care about that. You didn't get married. You're not living on a farm. You're now a part of a harem, essentially. You're a part of a polycule. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You wave enough money or influence or clout in a woman's face, and she'll bark like a fucking dog for you. This is her second child. She has 2 baby daddies. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, these women don't care. Like they'll posture and you know, and I'll even be like generous to a certain degree. Like I understand that like life is messy and complicated, and sometimes things don't work out the way that you intend them to. And it's obviously ideal to pursue these things, but sometimes they don't work out. You know, like I got divorced. I didn't plan on that, but it is what it is. And I won my divorce, by the way. By the way. But you know, I didn't plan on that to happen, but it happened. You know, it is what it is. And so I can be sympathetic to a certain degree, and you know, I think there should be some room for error. And you know, we shouldn't try to like crucify people for making mistakes, or just, you know, through the circumstances of life, just things not panning out and them not hitting the ideal. Because I feel like the conservative side is so quick to crucify one another when they don't meet the standards to a T. You know, we are the first to cannibalize one another and eat each other alive just because someone isn't meeting our own personal standards. Like that's why, like, I just don't really care too much about politics or want to get involved. It's like, dude, you'll have somebody, you know, like people in Con Inc. They will sit there and watch like a streamer or an influencer or whatever for like 4 or 5 years and be like a ride or die fan. And the minute that you say something that they disagree with, this person will then want to turn around and like ruin your life, you know? So you know, I don't really like this whole idea of like crucifying people too harshly for making mistakes all the time. But I think it's clear with this whole Ashley St. Clair situation that this isn't something that is just a mistake. Like you very intentionally defied your belief system for money, and I think that speaks to your moral character, and I think that means I think that sort of signifies that you have a low moral character, and you're literally just like I mean, you know, to put this harshly, you're a whore for money, you know. Connie will absolutely go to bat for people like Nala Ray. Yeah, dude. I mean, here's the thing. And I was actually pretty fair with the whole Nala situation at first. And I know some people won't like this when I say this, but everybody belongs to Christ. Everybody, even whores, even the worst people in the world. Everybody has a chance of redemption through Christ, and you know, I'm fairly new at this myself, so I don't feel like it's my place to judge anybody's relationship with Christ, and the thing was, it was kind of like I was like right in the middle, because on one hand I saw people like Michael Knowles platforming this woman and boosting her up and promoting her, and I'm like, well, that's wrong. Okay, like we don't know if she's really serious about this or not. So I think it's very like simp behavior to go out of your way, like, oh, she's different now, she's changed, you guys, like immediately after she announces that. But on the other hand, there was a lot of people who don't go to church, who don't believe in Christ, or if they do, like they're not really devout, trying to say that her relationship with Christ was fake. And I'm like, well, you don't really know that either, you know what I mean? Like nobody does, and I think everybody should just sort of, I think for one, she should have logged off and just disappeared for like a year, and then on the other, you know what I mean, and two, like that would have resolved the whole situation, you know? That would have resolved the whole situation if she would have just logged off. But instead, you know, it's this, because that's what I did, right? I mean, I still had to make a living, so I still had to stream, but I streamed very infrequently not last year, but the year before last, when I was like going through my catechesis and learning about God. You know what I mean? I took a pretty long break because I wanted to make sure that my intentions were pure and that I was fully devoted to this pursuit of God and truth, right? And she didn't do that. She just instantly logged on and started preaching to everybody. And it's like, it's not your place to do that. Wait, you were complaining about conservatives eating their own for not following the rules, but also hate conservative women for not following the rules. It seems like you have a double standard. It just, like, do you just have, like, a bone to pick with me? Because it's like you're just nitpick. Like, that's not even what I said at all. Like, what are you talking, bro? Like, you're just like, are you a woman or something? Are you here to, like, nag me on a Saturday morning? Is that what this? Like, you're here to, like, nag me, dude? Like, what are you talking about? How am I, like, having a double standard? Nah, I'm just, bro, it's like the third time you've, like, tried to be like, actually, you said, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is, it's, like, clear, like, you just want to fight for some reason, bro. Which is fine, I'm here for it. I'm not complaining, but you better start paying me if you're gonna start aggravating me like this. Anyway, powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly, by the way. Support the stream, of course. Oh, I forgot to set up the goal, my bad. No, I did, never mind. Okay, we're good, we're golden. I got the goal set up, cool. Gotta track and see how much money I make here. See if YouTube's worth streaming on. But like, I mean, you are not here for it, LOL. Sorry, I thought we were just shooting the shit. Bro, I mean, you're just, but like, you're trying to like start like a beef, like that's what it seems like, because you're just like, but you just said this bit of a double standard much? It's like, no, it's not. Like, what do you mean? Elaborate. I mean, seriously, like elaborate. Like, what do you mean? How is this a double standard exactly? I'm not, okay, just because I'm saying that well, let me read this. Just because I'm saying that, like, I think conservatives are too harsh on one another doesn't also mean that, like, we still shouldn't call out bad behavior. Okay, that's like, I feel like you're just missing a little bit of the nuance of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I think we are too harsh, absolutely, but that also doesn't mean that we just get to let this stuff, you know, go willy-nilly either, and that we should never police our own or have any sort of infighting either. I think there's a big difference. I think it's just, you're kind of missing the nuance of what I'm saying. We're too harsh only to men. That's so true. That's actually real. You're actually so real for that. No, men unironically, I'm not even saying this to be like as like a meme, but men deserve more clemency than women because women have it easier. Again, women, all a woman has to do is suck the right dick, and she gets by with everything. Meanwhile, guys like have to tooth and claw and fight their way to sort of any success. Like, I'm spending 12 hours a day editing videos and everything else to try to make things work here, you know? So, how many people attacked Crowder for talking to his wife? Crowder deserved that, though. Can I be real? Because that was kind of pathetic. It was just like him being like, I'm the man of the house, and you have to respect me. Like, that was like beta male behavior. Like, can we be real though? Like, I still think the woman was way more in the wrong for not only leaking that footage, for sure, right? But I mean, I don't know. A real man wouldn't have to say that. You know, a real man wouldn't have to be like, I'm the man of the house. It's like, okay, dude, what, like, it's giving like insecure vibes, you know? So he deserved a little bit of bullying. The woman's still way more in the wrong though, 100%. 100%. 100%. And also Crowder's fine. Like, he suffered basically nothing from any of that because, like, nobody cares. Nobody has any standards, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. But if you have to say I'm the man of the house, you've already failed. Exactly, Thomas. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've already lost at that point, man. So, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I mean, I just think that this whole Ashley St. Clair situation just kind of, like, the fact that, like, so many people are, like, congratulating her and Connick. These are the same groups of people that were congratulating Dave Rubin whenever he was having, like, a surrogate child with his husband, you know? Just no real morals or standards. Those things sort of go out of the window. And you know, obviously I understand that, like, you know, you're going to be friends with people and, you know, your friends aren't always going to live up to your standards or be perfect Christians. Lord knows I'm not, like, a perfect Christian, and I mess up all the time. It seems like I have to go to confession, like, once a week just to stay within a state of grace, you know? It's bad, dude. It's bad, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, we do have to have some semblance of standards, though. It's, like I said, I do think that, like, Connick's way too hard. It's a matter of justice. It's just the things that we punish so severely versus the things that we let fly by under the radar are completely out of whack. It's like, we'll allow any sort of, like, sexual immorality to go under the radar. Nobody cares. Congratulations, good for you. But the minute that you say something, like, mildly, like, insensitive or racist or anti-Semitic or whatever, then it's like, we're gonna ruin your career. You know? It's not like, hey, let's have a discussion about it, or, hey, I think you're wrong here, and I think maybe you're not seeing this perspective. It's, no, we're gonna ruin your life. You know? Like, look what happened to Nick, man. I mean, even back in the day, you know, he gets a tape leaked about him where he makes a joke about, like, interracial marriage or whatever. What ends up happening? He gets blacklisted from Connick forever, still to this day. It's been nearly 10 years, and he's still blacklisted, you know? How does that make sense? You know? That's crazy to me. Nobody will even have him on a show or talk about him. So, it is what it is. You know, what can you do? I thought the stream title was gaming and shit, like, not yapping. Bro, I'm just drinking my coffee here. I'm gonna head out, but that freak out was crazy. Way too much estrogen. What, the Crowder one? No, totally agree. Totally agree. Speaking of gaming, have you looked into homebrew at all? New games for old systems? I'm not really into, like, homebrew stuff, to be honest. There's way too many good classic games I just want to play, to be honest with you. Although there is some cool, like, there is some cool, like, mods or whatever. Nick is a grifter, unfortunately. How is Nick a grifter? He got, bro, I love, like, what do you mean? He's a grifter. He's been banned from everything. If he, like, how would he be a grifter? Well, he's like, he's getting debanked, can't have credit card processing. Like, what are you talking about? What is he grifting off of? You know what I mean? Like, what's the grift? Like, I'm just not seeing it. He can't even sell fucking hats or t-shirts, you know? He doesn't have any he doesn't sell ad space on his show. He just takes super chats from people, you know? It's crazy. I don't know. I think people just, like, don't even really think about this sort of stuff. They just, like, hear it and they run with it. You know what I mean? They just straight up just, like, they'll hear something from somebody that they like and they just sort of, like, run with it. There's no, like, there's really no, like, independent thought left in these, like, you know, in a lot of these people. That's the problem with, like, the political sphere, man. It's like, just like, it's like like Lemmings or whatever. What game today? More Avowed. What's up, Jimbo? I don't know. Probably some like Marvel Rivals. Is the weekly sweat meeting going to be on Kick tonight? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Uh-huh. Ooh, Marvel Rivals. Yeah, I haven't played it in a hot minute. Apparently they've added a bunch of content to it. So I'm looking forward to your PS2 video. I want to play AC Last Raven, but all the Souls freaks inflated the price of those games so badly, not paying that. Yeah, I got lucky. I found a copy of Armored Core 2 Another Age at a yard sale for like $10, and it was like complete in box, brand new. I was pretty happy with that. Because yeah, those Armored Core games are crazy expensive. But I'm gonna go see. Hey, I don't know. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna go see what I can get. By the way, support the stream so I can buy more retro games. powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly and make more content for the channel. If you haven't already supported the stream, be sure to do so. So that way I can afford to buy some stuff to make this video with that I want to make. Honestly, the garage sale scores are the best part of retro gaming. Yeah, it's tough though. We done the gay playthrough of Kingdom Come yet? Nah, I'm not playing that. Not playing that, unfortunately. I've done it 4 times. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've like been. I'm sure you like just you have a save right before the gay kiss, and you reload that save and you go and look at it and you're like, oh man, this sucks. I hate this so much, and then you just rewind it back, reload the save. You know what I mean? But yeah, support the Power Chat because I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so the only way I can make any money off of this and buy more retro games is powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly. So be sure to hit that link. Send me a message. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Even just being here helps to a certain degree, but it'd help more if you gave me money. You know what I'm saying? Because this is helping my watch time go up, which is good. I need more watch time. I need a little bit more. I'm like so close. It's gonna be like a week still though, because for some reason the analytics are like behind a week for some reason. Like it only shows like when I go to apply for monetization that I have 674 public watch hours, but then if I look at my analytics, it shows like 3K. So I don't know how long that takes. So do you play Helldivers 2? I didn't really like Helldivers 2. To be honest, wasn't my favorite laughing gas. I mean, it was fun for a little bit, but I don't have any friends to game with, man. Nobody plays the games that I want to play. I have no friends really in general. I'm just kind of a loner. So that's what I'm thinking today. We're gonna set up after the video. I'm gonna spend some time setting up like a Discord server, and so once I think next week I'll unlock memberships for the channel, and then once I do that, and I'm not gonna charge much, like just maybe a couple bucks, like $2 or $3 a month or whatever. Then we'll do like game nights and stuff in the Discord, and I think that'd be cool for members of the channel and stuff. We'll do like big game nights. We'll do like Jackbox games, and we'll do maybe like Helldivers 2, stuff like that, you know? So that'll be fun. So Beardson, why do you think other people or groypers from Twitter don't come to YouTube like you? I don't know. Ask them. Probably afraid of getting banned, which is pretty reasonable. They don't want to like tone down or whatever, which is understandable. Totally understandable. I don't know. Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, obviously, even me doing this is like a big risk. I don't know how long. I think that you know, I can do it. I think it's gonna be smart, you know. I'd pay to see a Nick and Beardson collab. Dude, we've played games like 100 times together. Like, dude, me and Nick have, I'm unironically, like, probably over, we've done like over 100 streams together. So yeah, there's plenty of Beardson Nick gaming content out there. Yeah, we used to play games all the time. So it's my homie. I haven't played games with him in a hot minute though. I need to hit him up. See if he wants to do something. But yeah, I don't know. We might start gaming soon. I'm almost done with my coffee. Once I finish my coffee, then we'll do some gaming. But yeah, you guys are scamming me this morning. You guys are scamming me. I see. This is why I shouldn't have talked about the Twitter money that I got yesterday. I shouldn't have talked about that because now you guys feel like you don't need to support the streams at all. Now you guys feel like you can just sit here and watch for free like a bunch of freeloaders. Just crazy. Unreal. Unreal. It is what it is, man. This is just how it works. I get it. I get it. I provide you guys with cozy Saturday morning content. Nobody wants to show me any love. Nobody wants to help me buy some retro games for my video later. That's fine. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It's all right. I've already bought a shirt with your beautiful face on it, so I paid my dues. Yeah, has it came in yet? Is it good quality? Have you gotten it in the mail yet? I'm curious about that. I sold a bunch of those shirts, surprisingly. Put donate link in it's right, it's pinned at the top, man. It's pinned right at the top. I need a mod to do that for me. I need a mod. Cheese It, he can be a mod. I know Cheese It, he can be a mod. Yeah, I definitely need mods to spam the link more for sure. Or like a bot. I know they have bots. Don't they have bots for that kind of stuff? I subscribe, that's all the shekels I can give. That's fair enough. I wish they would approve me for subs on Twitter. They won't. Oh, it's archaeology. Yeah, I'm on archaeology Riper too. Yeah, he's a homie. He's a homie too. For sure. Are you doing YouTube as a hobby or trying to make it your job? I'm trying to make it my job. Yeah. I mean, I stream for a living already. I'm subbed on Kickstarter. Well, hey, that counts for something, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What kind of coffee drinking? Just black coffee. Just having a little black coffee this morning. Nothing fancy. I used to not be a black coffee guy at all, but I've definitely gotten a taste for it. I don't know. I think it's just because at my church, they do coffee and donuts after Mass, and all they have is black coffee. So, you know, just kind of, it's like one of those things, it's an acquired taste, but once you get used to it, it's pretty good. But, yeah, we'll do some gaming here in a minute. I'm almost done with my coffee, and do a little gaming, hang out. Opinion about that YouTuber Zoomer Historian. I don't know. He follows me, and I followed him back, and I had to unfollow him because he was just being really cringe, to be honest with you. He was being kind of cringe. I don't know. I don't know what is. I don't know. It's Europeans, man. I just don't like European nationalists. Just don't really get it. Like they, I don't know what their beef is, but they can't not. Do anything, you know what I mean? Power chat link is not working. I think that's not true. My link is broken. Let me try this. powerchat.live / BeardsonBeardly. Let's try it. I wish that, I don't know why you can't click the link. Oh, power chat's down. That's what it is. What the fuck? That's why I'm not making any fucking money, dude. Power chat's down. Service unavailable, bro. Come on, bro. This shitty ass. Dude, fucking power chat. Get your shit together, dude. I swear, it goes down like every time I go live. I need super chats, man. I need super chats, dude. I need super chats unlocked on my channel. Well, we'll try it again here. Hopefully they'll fix it soon, I guess. No server is available to handle this request. That's great, yeah. Fucking unbelievable. Dude, once I get, is there ad money when YouTube's streaming? Or I think, I don't know how that works. I'm still new to all this, so. You can't post links. You can't, I think they'll, let me see. https://www.power. Let me see if it works like that. Cause you can't, I can't click it straight from the chat. I have to like copy and paste it. Which is annoying. Okay, there we go. There it becomes a clickable link. So that's what I need to do. Yeah, replace that. There are ads during streams. That'll be cool. That'll be cool for sure. Yeah, so you just gotta add the HTTP. I mean, it still doesn't work because power chat's fucking down. Oh, it's back up, I think. I think it's back up. I think it's back up. I think we're back. I think it just came back up. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Send out. Test it out. Send some money. powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly. Let's test it out. I think it's back up now. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, W Power Chat does. We love Power. We love Power Chat. You guys are great. You guys are great. We love Power Chat. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to the Power Chat team. Yay! Hey, thank you, Grotto.
Grotto sent $3.
Thanks, Grotto. Love you, buddy. Love you. So yeah, it works. Send some money in. Send some money into your boy. Beardson goes viral. Paultown dies. Coincidence? No, that's just the awesome. That's just a great outcome, honestly. That's just a great outcome. Can we be real? It just shows that there's justice in the world, you know? So that's good. Love that. Love that for me. Man, what a great month. What a great month. So yeah, Power Chat Live is working again. Send in some money, send in some friendly messages. Hey!
Achian Warlord sent $3. Beardson. KCD2 is fire.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not playing it. I didn't really like the first one, to be honest with you, so I just don't really feel like the second one's gonna be any better for me. And also there's a bunch of LGBT stuff in it that I don't, not a bunch, but there is some LGBT stuff in it that I don't really care for, so I'm good. I'm good on it. I don't need it. That's the thing. I feel like the problem with gamers is we feel like we need a game to play. And so people will sort of bend their morals and their values because they're desperate for a game to play. It's like, we don't have to be slaves to these people. We don't owe them anything. There's other things to play. That's my big cause. There's other things to play, and you know, we can send a message, and we don't have to play every new release that comes out, you know? We can play old games. We can go back and discover classics that we've never played before that still hold up very well today. And, you know, we don't have to be beholden to these people. We don't have to give them our money when they shit all over us, you know? New 3DS or Switch? I don't know. Just whichever one you like. I'm not a big fan of either, to be honest with you. I'd probably go Switch, to be honest, just because you could mod it pretty easily. But that's the thing. There isn't anything new to play. Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they just released a new. Dude, I know. I've seen that the analog, the N64 analog. I kind of want one of those. I have an N64 that works great, but I would really like one of those N64s. But they're like what, $300? I don't know. somebody should send me one, or send me enough money to buy one. Like I said, I'm not making quite that big of yeah, $250. Yeah, somebody should send me $250 so I can buy one. I'm not making big YouTube bucks yet, so you know what I mean. Oh, they're out of stock. Of course they are, dude. Yeah, of course. But someone should still send me $250. Someone should still send me $250. Opinion about the PSP or Vita? I just ordered a Vita. It's coming in the mail, but it's taking a while because it's coming from overseas. But I'm pretty excited to get it. I'm gonna do a video on it. Which will be pretty cool. I'm gonna do a big video on the yeah, I remember you telling me that, Jimbo, that you got Bren a Vita for Christmas. It's the coolest handheld ever. Yeah, that's honestly, that was kind of what kind of got it kicking in my noggin to kind of inspired me to look into getting one. Because I know they're pretty easily moddable too. And it is just like a cool looking console too. And there's a lot of games on that I haven't played. And the thing is, it's like, I don't like the big bulky handhelds like the Steam Deck. Like I like the Steam Deck when maybe I'm just like chilling on the couch or whatever. But like, I don't know, dude. Like I just kind of want to chill in my bed with like a tiny little handheld and play like while I'm watching TV or something when I'm relaxing. And I feel like the Vita would be perfect for that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm gonna order one, and because I feel like it too, it'd be a good video to do to kind of go through the Vita catalog, and so I think they would be cool. You literally use the in-console browser to mod it, install anything you want. You can also run PSP on it. Yeah, there's like emulators for like SNES and stuff on there too, which is cool. So I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm pretty stoked to get it in the mail. I had to get a Japanese one, but it's a nearly a brand new unit too, which is nice, and they're region free, so it's like perfect, you know. So I'm pretty hyped about it. So I'm gonna do a big video on it, like, and do like a guide on how to mod it and everything. Did you get the fat one or the new one? I got the old 1000 model because it has the OLED screen. That's the one that I got. I know the 2000s are like slimmer and they have a better battery life, but I wanted the OLED screen. You know what I mean? I feel like the OLED screen's the way to go. Yeah, exactly. You get it, you know. Because I did some research on it. So I got the 1000. Because like I don't care about battery life. I'm not gonna be out in public playing this thing. Like I might take it on a plane with me or something, but you know, for the most part, it's just gonna be like chilling. Like I don't really care too much about battery life on it. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to get it in the mail. Like I ordered it last week, and it's just taken forever to get here, but hopefully it'll get here pretty soon, and then I'm gonna do a video on that, and that'll be cool. So I think that'll be a good video, because I do really enjoy tinkering and modding consoles and stuff too. So I think doing some guides, I think having a couple guides on the channel will be good too. I'm gonna do one for the PS2 and like how to install like a hard drive and get your free McBoot card and your servers and stuff set up. So I think that'll be cool. So I'm gonna do a video about that, and then I could do one about the Wii. I have a stock Wii here. I have two Wiis, so I could do a video on how to mod the Wii, which would be cool. I could do one on the Saturn, how to mod your Saturn, and Dreamcast as well. So I think tutorials like that would be really good too, just to kind of mix up the content a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked, man. That's the nice thing about doing gaming content too. It's like there's always something for me to do. I feel less restricted creatively than just doing like drama or politics or whatever. I feel like, I don't know, way more open. Beardson, do this. I send a tier list on Discord. Sure. Hey!
Abdul Rahman sent $5. What do you know about the Arabian Peninsula?
The Arabian... Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate it. I know it's in Arabia. I had nothing. Nothing at all, unfortunately. I don't know anything about the Arabian Peninsula. Genius idea, trust. Yeah, let's do it. I'll do a tier. What kind of tier list are we doing? Content, okay. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. Let me get everything set up here. I'll have to set up like a scene for this. Oh my gosh, yeah. Hang on. Let me make sure everything's cool here. All right, I think we're good here. Okay. All right, so let's do this tier list. So we got a tier list here from Jimbo. I guess let's just start like in order. So this is the 3DS. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd have to put the 3DS maybe triple S. It's not like the greatest. Now here's the thing. Do we count? How do we grade these? I think is going to be the real question. How do we grade these? Modded or unmodded? You know what I mean? Do we just go unmodded just based on their catalog alone? Stock? All right. Well, yeah, I think unmodded is the way to go. So 3DS, then I'd have to put it like an A. I wasn't a big 3DS guy, and a lot of the great games are just ports, but it's still like a great console, right? Like it's still a good console, I think. Now, if it was modded, I'd put it up to like triple S, but I'm gonna go A. What is this? Is this the Game Gear? I had one of these as a kid. I'd put it like a B, maybe. It was a pretty tight console for the time, to be honest with you. I don't have much to say about it though. If it's a console that I haven't played or messed with, I'm gonna skip it because like there's a ton of consoles on here. Like the 32X and the Sega CD, I don't have much experience with, or like the Turbo Graphics. Like I don't really have any experience. So PS3, one of the greatest systems of all time. Even unmodded, like the catalog is incredible. You have Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 4, LA Noire. Those are just the Rockstar games. All of the Killzone games, all of the HD collections that you can have for this console. The Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank collections. It's got to be the greatest system, one of the greatest systems of all time, in my opinion. Metal Gear Solid 4, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. The amount of games you can play on this thing, even unmodded, is just incredible. You know? So, definitely that. What is this, like a Game & Watch or something? I don't know what that is. Or, I don't know what this is either. So, I'm going to skip that. So, this is the PS4. I'm going to put PS4 at like S. Honestly. PS4 was a pretty damn good system. You know what I mean? It really was. PS4 was a damn good system. Maybe not triple S. I mean, I don't know. Maybe triple S. It's close. I'm going to put it in an S for sure. I'm going to put it in an S. There was some bangers. Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, you know. It had a ton of great games. Bloodborne, Sekiro, there were some absolute bangers for the PS4. I think if you give it some time, I think the PS4 will be remembered very fondly, and I think it's probably the last really good console generation that we're going to experience, unfortunately, until we experience a crash. I don't know what that is. Game Boy. I'm honestly, I mean, if I can be real, I'm putting the Game Boy at an S. I am. I'm putting the Game Boy at an S, and it's simply because the Pokemon games and the platformers, man. And I'm not like a big 8-bit guy by any means, but this was the handheld that this and the GBA were like the handhelds that I use more than anything else, for sure. I loved my Game Boy. Like, maybe it's just nostalgia talking, but the form factor, the usability of the Game Boy Color, it was awesome. It was such a great console. Is that supposed to be the Super Nintendo? Oh, there's the Super Nintendo. So I don't know what that is. Is it like a Japanese NES? I don't know. Whatever. I think that's a Genesis, but there's also Genesis down here. So whatever. Oh, the Game Boy Advance SP. Greatest systems of all time. Greatest systems of all time. Easy. 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 I mean, from the form factor, it's just the peak library. Some of the best Pokemon games. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Golden Sun. So many fucking classics. I loved it. I honestly, I wouldn't mind having a Game Boy Advance SP. Like, I kind of wish I had one, to be honest with you. Because I love this console so much, man. I think it's probably, in terms of just like form factor, like the greatest design for a handheld console nearly ever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anything beats it. I think form factor alone, it's got to be like the greatest handheld console ever. The clamshell design, incredible stuff. So I'm putting that up there for sure. I don't know. That's a 3DO. Never played. We already did the Game Boy. Nintendo DS. I'm gonna put it right next to the 3DS. Had a pretty good catalog for sure. I never really messed with it that much though. I think it had a good design too, but I was never big on the dual screen stuff, to be honest with you, and the touchscreen. I never really liked the touchscreen stuff, to be honest with you. So, sorry, this is like literally every console on it. I know, yeah. I'm gonna just skip the duplicates or whatever. Or stuff that I'm not familiar with. We're just going to go with the big ones. So, how can we send you our tier list? Super chat them in. powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly. But yeah, DS was a good console, for sure. I liked it, but not a big fan. Okay, this is Steam Deck. Honestly, I'll put the Steam Deck at... Even though it's like, I'm not a personally big fan of it, I think it's a triple S, though. Just for, again, the amount of games that you can play for it and everything else, it's got to be on the triple S. And again, you don't even have to mod it. You can download, you know what I mean? Like, there's no modding required. You have like infinite amount of games so you can play for this thing. I think that the design feels kind of cheap. Like, I don't like the sticks on it. I feel like the sticks feel kind of weird. And again, the form factor is a bit of a problem, but just based on the library, I mean, that's hard to say no to. That's got to be triple S, even if it's not my own personal favorite. Xbox One. That's a B. It's got to be like a B for me. No real exclusives that I can name that were really any good. It had some good third-party stuff, but it just wasn't that exciting to me. The Switch, I'll do the like the regular Switch, not the Switch Lite, because I think that's the Switch Lite. Atari, that's the Game Gear. Xbox Series X. I'm gonna put it at a C. I'm gonna put it as a C. The thing is, I like the console. I think it's a good console. There's just nothing to play for it at all. Like there's nothing. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it at a D. Cause like actually, I'm gonna put it like an E. Cause I'm not gonna have a whole lot of Fs. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have a whole lot of Fs, but so I'm gonna put this down there like an E. Cause there's simply nothing to play for this thing at all. Xbox One is a C. Yeah, you're kind of right, actually. The more that I think about it, it is kind of a C. Because it just had no exclusives. And it's the same with this, but there's even less third-party games to play. Now, Game Pass obviously keeps it from being, I think, F or worst systems, but it's damn close. I'm not a big fan. Original Xbox. I'm gonna put that as an S, I think. I think S is a good place. Halo 1 and 2, tons of weird exclusives. Like that zombie game or whatever, and the Blinks the Cat. I mean, there was some good, and the controller. I loved the Duke, you know. I loved the Duke. The only problem with the console to me, I mean, I don't know, man. It didn't have a whole lot of games was the problem. And there wasn't a whole lot of like cool Japanese exclusives because the system wasn't very popular in Japan. And Xbox still really isn't that popular in Japan, so it kind of suffers from that. But it had a lot of great games. I think it's a great console. So Xbox Live, it had Halo 2. It's going triple S. It had Halo 2. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I gotta revise that. It is a triple S console. I don't have one. Maybe that's what it is. I'm salty because I don't have one. Maybe I need to go buy one, honestly. But I'm just afraid because like these things are like ticking time bombs. I had one. Yeah, it had Jet Set Radio Future. I still have my copy of that game. I can't play it. It pisses me off because I don't have the console. I found my old one from when I was a kid, but the capacitors in it blew up and just ruined the board entirely. So they broke down. So it's because there's obviously hard drive failure is a big problem because they had hard drives in them, and they have a capacitor on the board that's just for the clock that you can remove, and you should remove it. But if, for some reason that capacitor just blows up. So if you don't remove that capacitor, they basically blow up and it leaks all over the board and just ruins everything. So they don't last. They don't have a good shelf life, unfortunately. All right, what's next here? What's next on the list? Master System, I'm not really too familiar with. Sega Saturn. This is gonna be a controversial. This is a triple S console. It really is, dude. People slept on the Saturn. People sleep on the Saturn. I dug mine out recently, and I've been playing it, and there are so many fucking games for this thing that nobody has played. And honestly, it's just because a lot of the games never got released. There was only like 200 games that got released here in the US for the Saturn. But there are so many fan translations for Japanese games because they released like 1,400 games in Japan. And just not a lot of these games got localized, unfortunately. Like weird shit too. It's just a fantastic fucking console. Now again, if we're talking like unmodded, maybe I should dump it down a little bit, but I just feel like, yeah, it's not even really modding it. Just buy a cartridge for it and burn CDs and you're good to go. It's awesome. It's such a good console, man. I love this thing. It's such a fantastic console. So many good games for it. Anyways, if you like the content, support the stream, powerchat.live. Let me know your thoughts. If I'm wrong, if you guys disagree on anything, let me know. Let me know your thoughts at powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly if you guys have any comments. PS2, I mean, you know my answer to that. That's actually, I'm putting that right there as the greatest console of all time. Just in terms of base library, it's greatest console of all time. It is. I don't think anything needs to be said, honestly, about that. It is the greatest console of all time. Over 2,000 games, I think, for the console. Highest selling game console of all time for good reason. It's the best. Everything about it. The controller, the design, the library. One of the first consoles to have online play. You know, first console to ever have an MMO on it. Well, maybe Dreamcast, if you count Final Fantasy Star Online as an MMO. But it's the greatest. I don't even need to say anything more. All right, what else we got? A bunch of Atari stuff, Xbox One again, PS5. I'm gonna put the PS5 at like I'm feeling a strong B. I think it's a B. I'm feeling a strong B because here's the thing. I love the console. I think the console looks awesome. It looks like a piece of like alien hardware, you know? And even though it doesn't have a whole lot of games, I think some of the games that it does have are pretty good. Like there are a couple decent exclusives for the console, and there's a lot I do like about the PS5, and I do want it to be good, but I just it just needs a better catalog of games. That's the only problem, man. There's some, but there's just simply not enough to I think even justify the purchase right now, unfortunately. I liked Returnal, I liked Stellar Blade, I'm trying to think of any of the PS5 exclusives that I played that I really enjoyed. I like those two games. Yeah. Astrobot, I'm sure, is a good game. The Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I didn't even finish it, to be honest. I didn't really like it. I platinumed the first one, so yeah, I don't know. PS5's a strong B. It could rise for sure, but I'm just feeling a B. PS1. I feel like, again, that's got to go in the list of like one of the greatest consoles of all time. I mean, maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm just like a Sony guy. But like the JRPGs on this console, like, don't get me wrong, PS1, a lot of those games didn't age that well, admittedly, you know? This is definitely the era of games where like Zoomers, I think when they criticize retro games, like they're sometimes right. These games didn't necessarily age all that well, some of them. But then you look at some of the JRPGs or games like Silent Hill or even like the Resident Evil games. Even the platformers like the Spyro games or Crash Bandicoot, Metal Gear Solid 1, obviously, the Castlevania games on the console. It still to this day hosts some of the greatest games of all time. I think PS1 has to be in the conversation for one of the greatest consoles of all time. So, just no argument. I mean, I just feel like that's just a given. I'm kind of sad that I don't own a PS1, but I have a PS2, so it's like I feel like I don't even really need it. But still, I love the design of it too. I just love that design. I think it's an iconic looking console. So, all right, what do we got next? Wii U. Wii U is arguably an F. It sucks. No games at all. I hated the gamepad. I did. I hated the gamepad for this thing. Wii U has to be, honestly, not even, it's got to be worst systems ever. Now, again, if you mod it, I hear it's pretty good. I hear it's a pretty good console to mod, for, like, to be fair. I had one. I had the Legend of Zelda Special Edition that came with Wind Waker. And I just never played it because there was nothing to play. Don't get me wrong, a couple good games. The Wind Waker HD remaster was good. Obviously, Smash Brothers was good. The 3D World game was really good. The Mario 3D World game was really good. That's really all that comes to mind that even came out for that console, though. You know what I mean? Like, just nothing came out for this fucking thing, dude. So, and everything else came out on other consoles. So, I think the only thing that's still locked is the Wind Waker HD remake, and you can just, I don't know, emulate it or get a GameCube or a Wii. So yeah, I'm gonna go there. It's got to be one of the worst systems of all time. We did DS, we did Game Gear, we did Game Boy Advance, GameCube. Ooh. I feel like GameCube's a triple S. I feel like GameCube is a strong triple S. It had an amazing library. And it did. It had a really good library, but not as big of a library as I think not as varied of a library. It was sort of missing some of those more edgy, mature rated games that like Xbox and PS2 are getting. PS2 was like really, I mean, for that, I mean, it won that console generation for a reason, right? GameCube was definitely the more family friendly console. Xbox was definitely the more like mature, edgy console. And then PS2 was like everything, you know? Xbox was sort of missing like a lot of those weird Japanese games, and GameCube was missing sort of those more mature games. But PS2 had everything. It had the family-friendly games that were awesome. It had the mature games. It had the weird Japanese games. It had just everything. You know, there's no, you know. But it's still the Super Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker, Super Smash Bros. Melee, you know, Super Monkey Ball, Luigi's Mansion, you know, Metroid Prime 1 and 2. So many games on the GameCube were like absolute classics. So it's hard to not put it up there in the triple S category. And it had some weird stuff too. So I think triple S is a good spot for it. And I like the controller a lot, honestly. I think the GameCube controller is one of the best, honestly. One of my favorites. And the Wavebird, oh man. NES, it's a D for me, honestly. I know that's gonna be like, I think that go back and actually play through that 8-bit generation now. Does not hold up, man. It really doesn't. Everything on the NES is a fucking 2D side-scrolling platformer. Everything. Every game. Except for like a couple, like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. It is not to say that some of those platformers are good, but that's all that it's on there. That's all that's on there. You know what I mean? That's all that there is. And I like platformers, but there's only so much of that shit you can take, man. Just play, seriously, all you gotta do, I wouldn't bother buying an NES, just buy a Super Nintendo and get Super Mario All-Stars and just play the best platformers on that system. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Easy. So I'm not a big fan of the NES. I think people that glaze that system are looking at it through nostalgia glasses. I didn't have a Sega CD, so I can't rate that, but we do have the Sega Genesis here. I'm gonna put Genesis at like maybe a B. I think a strong B. I think a strong B. Again, sort of the same problem, a lot of 2D platformers. Graphics were good though. It had stuff like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. There's a lot of hidden gems on that console. NBA Jam. It was a good console. I liked the Genesis. I grew up with a Genesis. You know? But I think a B is pretty fair. And I still have a Genesis too. I have a Genesis and I like it a lot, but it's a lot of the same stuff. Like, let's be honest again. You know, and if you like that kind of game, great console for you, but you know, SNES, it's got to be one of the greatest. I mean, it really does. It does. Again, like, I just think that the SNES smoked the Genesis. And it was, again, just the games. Because while it may be a lot of the same stuff, the SNES had, like, the best games in terms of doing that. Earthbound and Final Fantasy 6 or 3, whatever you want to call it, are two of the greatest, if not the greatest, RPG, like JRPGs of all time, you know? And Chrono Trigger. Then you had Super Metroid. Arguably the greatest, like, Metroidvania game ever. You know? It had Super Mario World, which is the greatest, to me, the greatest platformer of all time. Like, it may have been limited in terms of, like, the genre of games that you could play on it, but it had the best games of all time in those genres, man. Like, still to this day, those games hold up, you know? You had Mario Kart, you know, you had Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2 on there, you know? I mean, it was the great, I think it was one of the greatest. In terms of a 2D console, nothing else came close to it. Nothing else. Yeah, Link to the Past. I mean, the greatest 2D Zelda ever made. I mean, there's just, I don't think there's any argument that this is. And again, Super Mario All-Stars with all of the Mario games on it, it's hard to ignore how great this console was, you know? So, yeah, it's got to be on there for greatest consoles of all time. Easy. Let's see, what else? What else we got? Where am I at? Right here. N64. I think the N64 is a strong A. I think it's a strong A. Close to an S, but a strong A. I think an A is fair. Now, don't get me wrong, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And I like my N64. I love my N64. Great, it has a good catalog of games. But let's be honest here. That controller sucks ass. It does. It sucks. The controller sucks.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
Hey.
Abdul Rahman sent $3. What time is it in America?
Right now it is 10 a.m. for me. Thank you for the 3, buddy. Appreciate it. And you know, be like Abdul. Support the stream. powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly. I hate this cliched nonsense talking point. The controller is fine. Dude, could it cliche or not? I have one and I've used it recently. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like the controller, man. I just don't. It's fine. Like, I don't hate it. But it's fine. The joystick, yeah, the joystick sucks. The C buttons, I don't like the C buttons at all. Like, I just don't think it's a good controller. I love the Dreamcast, but the Dreamcast controls are awful. Dreamcast isn't that bad, at least. I can play Dreamcast okay. I think the Dreamcast has a good stick with like a good texture on it. But the buttons, it's like the button placement stuff just feels weird, yeah. But it's fine. Here's the thing, you know what saves the Dreamcast though? The VMU. That's what saves the Dreamcast controller for me. I like the VMU a lot. I like having the little screen.
God of Conquest 91 sent $10 paying money to convince you to put the N64 in S tier. Game library alone should put it in at least S tier.
Thank you, God of Conquest. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Yeah, the VMU is super cool. I mean, You had Super Mario 64, which was awesome. Oh, you know what though? All right, you had No Mercy. You had No Mercy. I'll bump it up to an S. A soft S, but an S nonetheless, because I did forget you had No Mercy, which is the greatest wrestling game ever made on that console. And it did have Ocarina of Time and Super Mario. Okay. That's fair. I mean, that is fair, because like Ocarina of Time is probably like the best 3D Zelda. Super Mario 64, arguably the greatest 3D platformer. And the greatest like wrestling game. I guess I was thinking more like Smash Brothers and stuff. It's like the Smash Brothers was good, obviously, on the N64, but it's like there's been better iterations of it, you know? The problem is, though, it's like I think people don't realize how limited the N64 library is. Like, it had these big games, for sure. But there's not a lot of variety on the console, again, man. And oftentimes, the ports to the N64 from the third-party games were inferior versions from the PS1 version because N64 used cartridge-based technology, which didn't have as much storage capacity as PS1 CDs. And so, graphically, I think the PS1 had a better aesthetic. And you know, you look at the Resident Evil 2 port for the N64. It's fine, but it's a worse version of the game. But I like the N64. I'm not trying to shit on it, but you do have to take that into account. The library was pretty limited. No JRPGs hardly at all. You had like what, Quest 64. That was really about it, man. I mean, there's a small handful of RPGs on the console that didn't really do much. The library was super limited. There just wasn't a whole lot there. I think Nostalgia Glass is like, approach that console with like real clarity and look at that console and tell me that it like really belongs in the same category as like the GameCube or the Xbox, you know? I just don't think that it does. I love the console. I love it, man. But let's be real with ourselves here. GoldenEye carries the N64. Bro, go back and try to play through GoldenEye now. Like, let's be honest. Like, again, remove the nostalgia glasses for a minute. It's fine. But it's kind of ass now to go back and play. Like, let's be real. And I got a copy of it. I love GoldenEye. I played GoldenEye. But everybody wants to jerk off GoldenEye. It does not hold up. I'm sorry. It's just don't get me wrong, groundbreaking for the time. Aged like dog shit. Halo clears GoldenEye every day of the week, man. Paper Mario was good. That was like the only JRPG, really. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take, but it's that's just my take on it. Vita, I don't want to rate the Vita because I haven't really had time. I haven't gotten mine yet, so I don't want to really rate the Vita yet. Switch, right? This is the Switch. So we already done 3DS. Switch, I think Switch is. This is a tough one. Because I haven't really played a whole lot on my Switch in a long time. It's kind of sitting at dust, but man, I do like the Switch. Like, the Switch is a great, like, I know it's kind of like easy to hate on it, but like, let's be honest, man, it is a great console. It is a great console. And it's just like, it'd be weird for me to put the Switch on the same league as the N64. Because it does have Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey. It's got some great exclusive. The Luigi's Mansion games. Luigi's Mansion 3 was awesome. Man, it's tough. I'm on, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna go S though. I'm gonna go S. I think it does need more exclusives, for sure. It's got some good ones. It's got a large category, a large library of games, and I can't hate on it for that. And it does have the two new Zelda games, which are both really good. And it's got a good Mario game. I mean, the Smash Brothers, that is the best Smash Brothers game, for sure. I mean, just undoubtedly. And it does have the Switch Pro controller. I don't like the Joy-Cons too much, but I do. The Switch Pro controller is arguably one of the greatest controllers ever made, in my opinion. I love that controller. The Pro controller is goated. If you don't have a Pro controller, you're missing out. It's awesome. And I mean, okay, the ability to play it on handheld and TV. I mean, I think that'll. Okay, I am bumping it up to a triple S. I am. Just for that alone. That is, I mean, that is huge to be able to play it on your television. You know what I mean? Like, that is the best feature of any console ever. Ever. And it's really crazy to me that not every console is like that anymore. Like, so I think, and it revolutionized the industry too. Like, let's be honest, the Steam Deck and all of these like handheld PCs would not exist probably if it wasn't for the Switch. You know, like, let's be honest, it set the hallmark, it set the standard for all this. Revolutionized the game. So yeah, I think the Switch is a triple S console. Great library games. I need to play my Switch more. This is actually, talking about this is making me want to like mod my Switch and play more of it. Or like get a second Switch and mod it, because I don't want to get my Nintendo account banned. I got a lot of purchases on there, but yeah, no, it's yeah, because I definitely like the Switch better than the N64. I think it has a bigger library, better controls, better functionality. And even with the expansion pack for Nintendo Switch Online, you can play a lot of the N64 games on the Switch. You know, you do have to take that into consideration. Yeah, Switch is a triple S. For sure. Let's see what else. We did that. Xbox 360. Ooh. Xbox 360. I mean, I think it's got to be one of the greatest consoles of all time. I think if PS3 is up there, then absolutely the Xbox 360 is up there too. I do think that generation of gaming was the greatest generation of gaming that there was. And it's not even really nostalgia. I think that it was the era where gameplay really mattered more so than anything else, and there was a lot of innovation happening on both of those respective. I mean, some of the greatest games of all time, like the Call of Duty games, Arkham Asylum. I mean, so many classics. It had a pretty decent category of like JRPGs, although I think JRPGs were just in a bad state in general during this sort of era, but like Western RPGs definitely carried the flack. So you had like Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Skyrim. You had games like Dark Souls, sort of picking up the flack for the RPG front. Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Yeah, it's got a 360's definitely got a. I mean, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo ODST. I mean, I could go on. I could go on about that library. Yeah, it's got to be triple. It's got to be one of the greatest systems of all time. Controller was like the blueprint too. Like, I mean, let's be honest, it set the standard. Even Sony, to a certain degree, started copying the 360 controller. You know, it had a built-in hard drive, online play, the arcade in the store. It introduced achievements into the game, which I know like aren't as big of a deal now as they once were, but it's still like a pretty big deal. Like, you know, achievements again sort of revolutionized the industry, and even to a certain degree changed the way that people play games. You know, achievement hunting became a thing because of the Xbox 360. So it's got to be up there for the greatest consoles of all time. So I don't think there's much debate about that. I think everybody agrees on that. All right, so we finished this. What else? Game Boy we did. I think we've done just about everything. There's the Switch. PlayStation 1 we did. PS2 we did. PSP? I don't know. I mean, I had a PSP. I think that belongs in like a B tier. I think the catalog was pretty good. It was fine. It had some good hidden games on there, and I liked the interface a lot. The media bar was really cool. Functionality of the system was really cool. UMDs, I actually really liked UMDs. And I liked the design of the console too. I did like the design of the console, but it just didn't have a whole lot of the sticks. The controls kind of sucked. Like that little nub thumbstick really sucked, and I hated it. So I just wasn't a big fan of that, quite frankly. So, but it had a pretty decent catalog. So I think B is in a pretty good spot for it. I don't have much to say. I haven't played one in years. So, the Wii. We'll do this one. Ooh, the Wii. Oh. Was it? Yeah, I lost it. There we go. Ooh, Wii is an interesting one, man. Wii is definitely an interesting one. I feel like the Wii had a pretty good catalog, and it had a big catalog, but it also had like a ton of shovelware, and the forced motion controls. In some games, the motion controls were actually pretty good. Like light gun shooters and stuff were cool, but then in games like Skyward Sword, for instance, it was just terrible. I think the Wii is a solid A console. You know, Mario Galaxy was 1 and 2 were incredible. Twilight Princess was a great game. And I don't know, Punch Out was good. It had some fun like light gun games like House of the Dead, Overkill, and the Resident Evil ones, which were pretty good. So I mean, there's also some weird games on there too, like Madhouse, which was pretty good, but there's nothing really on that system that I've ever been like really clamoring to go back and play. I use my Wii more as a GameCube than anything else, to be honest with you. Like there's nothing I'm really like, oh man, I gotta play that. You know what I mean? Gotta go back and play that one. I just don't really get that. So I think an A though. I think A is a good spot for it. I think A is a pretty good spot for it. The Super Smash Bros. Game for the Wii was pretty good. Admittedly, probably one of the best because it had the emissary. And Wii Bowling, Wii Sports was goated too. Definitely was like a super fun console to play with your friends. For sure, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good spot for it. Dreamcast. Dude, here's the thing, man. Like, this list is going to be kind of bunked, but I think this belongs to one of the greatest systems of all time. I think this does. I think the Dreamcast belongs here. And I hate that I have more systems in like the greatest systems of all time category than anything else. But I mean, like these if you had these 6 systems alone, you would be set for gaming for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? The Dreamcast is the catalog alone. Soul Calibur, Shenmue, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Phantasy Star Online, Skies of Arcadia, an incredible library of arcade fighting games, stuff like Power Stone 1 and 2, you know, Code Veronica, Resident Evil Code Veronica, you know, the list goes on, and a ton of weird stuff too, like Seaman, like super crazy taxi, Choo Choo Rocket was awesome, you know. Dude, I remember I went through a phase of just like burning every Dreamcast game, and I would have fun with almost every single one. Like, there wasn't really any bad games for the console. Like, even like the shovelware games for that console had like some fun to be had, you know? Like, it had the VMU, which was dope. So like one of the coolest like gimmicks ever, I thought, in my opinion. And it really, I think you could argue sort of paved the way again in a weird way for like something like the Wii U and the Switch, you know? The technology wasn't there, obviously, but like it was this idea of taking your game on the go. And granted, it was like, oh, I'm just gonna train my Chow or whatever in Sonic Adventure on the go, but that's awesome, you know? That was so cool. It was really the first console to do online too, you know? Like in a meaningful way and like a cool way. Like, I played the Dreamcast online. I played Phantasy Star Online with people. That was one of my first like online gaming experiences. Yeah, Jet Set Radio, dude. Like, I think it has to be up there for the greatest console of all time. Like, it has to be in that discussion. And it was just it had a cool aesthetic, a cool vibe, and it was just cut down in its prime, unfortunately. You know, I think if that system had a few more years to really cook, it really could have. I think it was just bad marketing. And just unfortunate management by Sega of America, which is the same thing that happened with the Saturn too. You know, same thing happened with the Saturn, because the Saturn was a huge success in Japan. Huge success in Japan, but it flopped over here in America because Sony of America was just retarded. And they decided that they didn't want to end the lifespan of the Sega Genesis because the Sega Genesis was a huge hit. So they came out with the 32X and the Sega CD, which were both pretty big flops. And they stalled the launch of the Saturn over here in the US because they wanted to extend the lifespan of the Sega Genesis. So it was just the Dreamcast was sort of a victim of just mismanagement. That's all that it was. It had nothing to do with the console. The console was great. It was just poor marketing, poor management by Sega, which is why they nearly went bankrupt. But I love the Dreamcast. I love it. And I have really good memories associated with my Dreamcast, because like I got the Dreamcast at a time where I was sort of like not really tapped into gaming anymore. And my grandpa bought me one for Christmas, just randomly, because it had to say, because he knew I looked like Sonic and stuff. And so he bought me that and a copy of Sonic Adventure for Christmas. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't even know what it was. And I was like blown away. I was blown away by it. And that's what, and really it was the Dreamcast that sort of like reinvigorated my love for gaming as a kid. Loved that console. Like I still have the one that he gave me. I never got rid of it. I still got it. And yeah, love that console. It's fantastic, and it's just an amazing piece of hardware. So it's got to be in there for the greatest consoles of all time. All right, what else? I think we've done about everything. I don't think there's anything that we're missing here, right? We did all the major ones, at least, or the ones that I've played and owned. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good tier list. Pretty good tier list, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. powerchat.live /BeardsonBeardly. Support the stream. Support the stream. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on it. I don't want to do another tier list. I can't do another tier list. I can't do another tier list. I can't do another one, man. I'm tier list out. That was fun though. Thanks for the content suggestion. Mass Effect Romance. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do Mass Effect Romance characters. That'll be fast. We'll do this one. What are our options here? Honestly, I don't even remember who this bitch is. That's the problem. I'm not gonna remember who any of these people are. It's been so long since I played Mass Effect. Here's the tier list, okay? Miranda, godlike. Jack, I'll put it as a beautiful. Jack was pretty hot. I'll put her as a great. And I'm not doing the guys because I never did any of that. Yeah, not good. I don't even know who some of these people are, to be honest. These must be from like Andromeda or something. I don't know who some of these are. Or I didn't romance them or whatever. I'm just gonna judge them based on looks. She'll get a great. She's pretty bad. It's a bad picture. She was like awful, honestly. Can we be real? Because she was kind of ugly. No, actually, she was kind of hot, but you never got to see her face. She was kind of hot though underneath the mask. You only get to see like a still picture.
Show me this guy's
Hey!
balls, please.
God of Conquest 91 sent $5. Here's a good one link.
Cozy TV streamers tier list. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I love everybody. I love everybody. You guys always try to pit us against each other, and I don't like that. I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that, because that's gay. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it, but yeah, not doing that one. That's gay. Alright? You're not pitting us against each other. We're all working together for the same team. Mossad. We're all working for Mossad. But thank you. Be like God of Conquest. Support the stream. powerchat.live /BeardsonBeardly. We're halfway to the goal. We're halfway to the goal. So, we're getting there. We're getting close. So if you like the content, support the stream. Halfway to the goal. Let me know your thoughts if you like the stream. Who did you get romance scenes with, be honest? It was Miranda and Jack. I did Jack on my second playthrough. Jack was kind of bad. I don't know what it was about Jack. She did something. I know she's like bald or whatever, but I don't know. She kind of had that that slutty outfit, you know what I mean? And I don't know. She did something to me. She's kind of like an alt chick, you know what I mean? Kind of unlocked something in me, to be honest with you. And dude, the sex scene with her is wild, dude. The sex was crazy with Jack, dude. So, Jack was pretty hot, especially when she grew her hair out too. Yeah. But Miranda's the choice. Miranda is the waifu. You know what I mean? 100%. 100%, dude. Miranda is the choice. Not choosing Miranda is just like retarded. Like, you're just gay at that point. She's really the only option. Jack, I you know, as a second playthrough, sure, but like Miranda is, that is who you choose. I don't, like, you're just gay if you choose anybody else, straight up. You know? You're just gay. You're just straight up gay if you choose anybody else in that game. So, I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna take a leak. Oh, hey, there's my face. Hi. Whoops. I'm so used to hitting that, but whatever. We can rock this. I don't care. I'm doxxed! No! No! I'm doxxed! Ah! Ah! I just doxxed myself! No! No! Whatever. I just want to be off cam. I honestly, I like being off cam. I can relax and scratch my nuts a little bit. I'm gonna go take a leak though. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab a soda and take a leak. We're back. Remember, of course, support the stream, powerchat.live / BeardsonBeardly. Enjoying the rain, dude. I don't even know if I'm able to leave the house today. To be honest with you, man. It's so bad. Like my like front street is getting flooded because we're getting so much rain right now. It's nuts. It sucks, man. So I don't, because I was gonna go do some retro game shopping. That's why I'm wanting to do the stream. I was gonna use the funds from today's stream to go pick up some like old PS2 classics, some cheap PS2 classics, and do a video on that today. Because I don't really know what else to do a video about, but I want to put out a video today. I like doing it; it's fun. So I thought I'd go out, do some film some stuff in the retro game shop, and show off some classics or whatever. But I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go do that because it's like, it's raining so much. We're like under a flood watch right now, dude. But I do like the rain. It's cozy. It's cozy. I do like it's nice. It's nice to. Sorry, I'm checking Twitter. Alright, tweets are doing pretty good for the morning. Not bad. Great, so you can go back to that retro game store. Is that Fath got? I think she got fired. I haven't seen her. I've been like peeking my head in, and I've been able to go back because I don't think she works there anymore. So I think I'm good. Thank goodness. I think she got fired or she quit or something. So I'm not. I don't think I'm banned anymore. So. So I've been able to go back. The problem is there's not a whole lot there that I don't have or don't want. You know what I mean? That's kind of the problem. That's kind of the issue, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go back there today, hopefully, and spend some money. Pick up some stuff. I'm just gonna pick up some like cheap stuff. Like the plan is today, like for the video, the idea is to get, like, just to find like cheap hidden gems. You know what I mean? Stuff that's like cheap, easily available to find, like not rare at all. That stuff really hasn't, you know, not a whole lot of people talk about. That's kind of the idea behind what I want to do. So, just to like not black pill people on the state of like modern gaming, because it does suck. Like retro gaming collecting is pretty brutal. You know what I mean? It's pretty bad, admittedly. shit's expensive, but it doesn't like not everything has to be. You can still have a good time for like $100. You can walk to a retro game store like $50 and walk out with like 5 or 10 games that are pretty keno. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea, and also it'll just help me bolster my collection a little bit. So. Only problem is I'm running out of room. I need to get a shelf or something. I've got games stacked up everywhere. Like my little bookcase isn't enough to hold all the shit that I own, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go try to find like a cheap bookshelf to store everything on too. I need a new like entertainment center because I got too many consoles now. Like it is actually a problem how much shit that I own, unfortunately. That's the only problem with all like this collecting stuff. It's like I just don't have room to put all of it, unfortunately. So that's why you guys should support the stream, powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly, so I can build a nice backdrop. So, I don't know. I think I just need to move too. I think my house is too small. So, which I'm probably gonna be moving soon. I think I have to at this point. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna build a whole new little setup. You know, build a whole new little setup and get a new set going. New house, new setup for the stream, new backdrop, the works. Kind of the plan. Whole new Beardson, new channel, new YouTube channel, new everything, you know. So it's gonna be fun. I guess we're not gonna do any gaming. You guys are cheaping out on me, so I don't even know if I'm motivated to do any gaming, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? You guys are just scam the fuck out of me. Don't know if I want to do it. Don't know if I want to do it, to be honest with you. Didn't even get halfway to the dono goal this morning. It's a Saturday morning, who cares, but I gotta guilt you guys a little bit, or else you won't send me money. You know what I mean? I have to guilt you guys a little bit. So Ashley St. Clair turns out to be yet another. Yep, another single mom. Matter of fact, I'm tweeting that out. Just what the conservative movement needed. Another single mom. Banger tweet. Banger tweet. That should do numbers. That should do some numbers. I want to hit 110K. That'd be nice. I'm almost there. I'm like 1,000 away. I'm like 1,200 away. 1,200 away. I'm 1,200 away. Yeah, that'll do numbers. We're doing good already. We're doing good. How many likes already? 20 likes in 10 seconds. That's good. That'll do. Better than another abortion. Shut up. Shut up. Better than another abortion. Shut up, dude. Shut your mouth. Okay. Don't want to hear it. Did you play the Silent Hill 2 remake? Yeah, I didn't really like it. Sweet. Padded out too much. You know, I just wasn't a big fan, if I can be real. I didn't even finish it. To be honest, I'm still stuck in the hospital, I think, in that game. I played it for like 6-7 hours or so, something. But they changed too much about the game. I didn't like that. I think the original's far superior. And it's way too long. Like, to me, what makes a good survival horror game, kind of short. You beat it in like 6 hours, but it has like a lot of replayability. And this one's just way, like, I know it's kind of a crazy complaint, but it's like It just kind of slogs on, I feel like. You know? They padded the content out way too much, in my opinion. That's my only real complaint. It's not bad though. I mean, I don't hate it. It's fine. I'm glad it exists, but you know, just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. So, all right, I don't know. What else we got? I don't know. I'm tired. I could go back to bed. Man. What's your favorite of the first four Silent Hill games? 2. I mean, easy. 2's the easy answer there. I love 2. 3's really good. 3's a close second, but I think 2 is just a masterpiece. I really like 1 a lot too, though. I mean, it's hard to really pick. Did you play the Resident Evil 4 remake? Yes. Resident Evil 4 remake was really good. I really liked it. I think those remakes have been really good. I think they've done a really good job with those remakes, and I hope they remake 5. I'd like to see a 5 remake, and I'd like to see a Code Veronica remake too. I think a Code Veronica remake would go hard. So I'll buy both of those. Will you play the Metal Gear remake? Yes. I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest with you. I hope it's good. I hope they don't ruin it, because Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. So I hope they don't ruin it. We'll see. But I hope they don't. So, will you play Sky Oblivion or Skywind? No, I'm not really big into mods, to be honest with you. I'm just not really big into mods. So, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Apparently, I've heard rumors for like forever that they're doing an Oblivion remake, which, like, that's cool. I wish they'd remake Morrowind though. I think Morrowind needs the remake more than Oblivion does. I think Morrowind would, A, it's the better game in my opinion, and B, I think if they could, I think it would benefit from a modern remake way more than Oblivion. I think Oblivion still sort of holds up to a certain degree. Morrowind is, I think, pretty hard to play, just because of some of the combat systems in the game, like being able, like, swinging your sword at people and missing an attack, even though you totally hit them, just based on the stats, and it's like RNG'd. That sucks. You know what I mean? So I think a little modernization in that game would do it a long way, to be honest with you. And honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if they added, like, they've made it a little bit easier and just added some quest markers and things like that like Skyrim has. I wouldn't be that mad about that, to be honest with you. You know, I wouldn't be that upset if they just added some quality of life changes to Morrowind. I think the game would benefit immensely from it. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, I don't know. All right. Will you show your face ever in video? If I ever got a better camera, for sure. If I ever got a better camera, absolutely I would. Yeah. If I ever sit down and spend like $600 on a mirrorless camera, then I'll do it. But again, I gotta start making money off of this stuff, and clearly I'm not making hardly anything off of YouTube yet, so it doesn't really seem like a worthy investment quite yet to do so, you know. But once I start making some money off of this, for sure. For sure. I wouldn't. You know, I'm not afraid. It's not like I'm not doxxed or whatever already, so it's not like I really care. But I kind of like the style too of just being able to like sit down and narrate something. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's needed for me to show my face. I like the style of just like narrating and having cool like visuals as opposed to just me being like, you know, on camera or whatever. I think it works better. I think it flows better. It just looks better visually. Maybe if I was a handsome Chad, but I'm just a chud. I'm just a chud. Chudson Chudley. You know? So, but all right. You guys are scamming me. I'm out of stuff to talk about too, to be honest with you. I want to go rest up, but so I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it here. I think that's good. I'm gonna end it here. But thank you guys for hanging out with me this Saturday morning while I had my coffee. That was fun. We had a good talk. We didn't really do any gaming, but you know, whatever. Hey, who cares? So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good stream. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. We need more YouTube exclusive streams, brother. Well, you need to start paying for them. Ain't gonna pay the bills this way. Making $44, you know. That's on. Honestly, it's not me. I streamed at like the worst time in the world, too, to be honest. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, start paying for your content. How about that? How about that? You'll get more. The more money you make, the more content that you get. Or the more money I make, the more content I make. That's kind of how it works. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do a video today. Probably, I don't know. I might do like a classic games haul type thing. That'll be kind of cool. And then I don't know. I take Sundays off. Sundays we don't do anything. Sundays are my days of relaxation and leisure. No Twitter, no YouTube, no nothing. We take Sundays off to honor our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And Monday we'll be back at it again. Weekly Sweat tonight should be fun. So tune into that. That should be good. Tune in to Weekly Sweat tonight on kick.com/BeardsonBeardly. Gonna be a great show. Pretty excited about it. And yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love you guys. God bless you. Have a good Saturday. I'll see you guys tonight on the Weekly Sweat. And we'll see you soon. BeardsonBeardly signing out. Love you. Bye.